What's up, you guys? I just thought I would pop on. I'm in Quito, Ecuador. We're having to take care of some legal stuff, so we've traveled out of the jungle into the Babylon. Pretty wild place. Lots of good food. People are pretty chill. Sometimes they find heads in the parks. Aliens this week. I don't know what to think of that, whether it was real or not. I mean, it looked a little bit too much like 1970s ET to really take seriously, but damn, that's a loud motorcycle, isn't it? But the touch of eggs in the ovarian tubes, the fallopian tubes, that was interesting. But I don't know. The guy's gotten caught in like hoaxes before, so really not sure what to think about that. Jury's pretty much still out as far as I'm concerned. Although I noticed, when NASA said they were going to make an announcement today, everybody was, say hi, Luna. Look at her. Look at her. Isn't she adorable? Everybody was saying, like, oh, well, don't, whatever NASA says, the opposite is true. So NASA says there are no aliens. So, are we still not supposed to believe NASA, or what is it people are saying? Another funny one that occurred to me today. People were a lot of bad reactions to feeding my son grubs, chantacurus, which are actually considered medicine here in the Amazon. And I posted a video of my son eating them. People were saying child abuse and thinking that I'm making some kind of statement about the New World Order forcing everyone to eat bugs. But these are the same people that are shoveling down McDonald's hamburgers that a U.S. court ruled are unfit for human consumption because they're so toxic. They're eating food grade styrofoam fucking potato chips, or what are they, French fries. Sorry, I haven't eaten any of this crap in so many decades. I forgot what it's called. Food grade styrofoam with a burger that literally, like, this guy sued McDonald's for serving food that was unfit for human consumption, and he won. So these guys are shoveling this shit down, washing it down with Coca-Cola. They're gonna make us eat bugs. Dude, that would be such an upgrade from the shit you're shoveling down your fucking gullet right now. Like, what is happening on this planet, man? I really don't know how much more of it I can take. I've already fled to the jungle to try to put some distance. I hear there are 1,000 cows in every burger. I don't know who told you that. I mean, that can't possibly be right. There might be 1,000 crickets in a burger. Nagwal, are you gonna come and pop on the, say hi to everybody? Are you shy? All right. Are you gonna come say hello? You can't be naked though. You gotta make sure you keep yourself covered up. Okay. You got your towel on? Here we go, everybody. Meet the family. There's some of them.
Wait. Put the towel down?
He's fine. I don't think no one can see anything. I don't want to get deleted. There's our dog. They're never in my videos. I don't know why my family's never in the videos. But yeah, I mean, careful, buddy. I just wanted to pop on and weigh in on the alien thing. It seemed like something that I had something to say about, but I really don't, I guess, because, it's just it's not clear whether it's real or not. I mean, it looks fake as hell, but they're saying that they've done genetic profiling and that they have eggs in their fallopian tubes, and, So, and they're about the same size as the ones that I saw, except that the ones that I saw were immaterial. So, I mean, I could see through them. We all could see through them. Everyone that saw them in that town that night, in 5 different locations, all reported them being translucent. So, I've just always assumed that they're either projections, holographic projections from the future, or they don't come here physically. Because why would they? It just doesn't really make any sense. It seems to me that it would be a lot easier to send like a, hologram if they really needed to send something at all. I don't see why they would physically come here. It doesn't seem like, flying a UFO 500 million light years or whatever the distance would be is really practical by any kind of, permutation of the imagination. So you would think that, it would be a hologram or something. Light, body. The magicians, one of the goals of, I guess, the mystery tradition is to learn to formulate the body of light. And aloha, the idea behind that is that, consciousness really just arises from light. So the perception that our consciousness is connected to our physical body is not really, it's not that it isn't real, but it's not absolute, I think sometimes when people smoke salvia, they experience that. You hear people talk about living an alternate life for, you can come in here if you want, for, 3 months, go home to a family that's not theirs. They go to bed every night. They eat meals every day. I've heard of people becoming like their dish drainer. Because, the reducing valve in our nervous system that gives us our individual sense of consciousness is completely obliterated by salvia. So I think you can just lodge into anything around you, your door, whatever. Because everything is light in a standing wave. And to me, what that sounds like is that it's consciousness at a very, very basic, fundamental wavelength. Light in a standing wave is going to have some very fundamental consciousness, it seems. If you guys haven't checked out Michael Levin's videos, Mind Everywhere, you should probably, because, the idea that our genetics are able to inform the cells in our body that are made up of all these constituent intelligences. They're not even one thing themselves, and yet they're able to organize and function without even any neurons. And so that bothered Michael Levin just as much as it bothered me, that it does not seem like morphogenetics really was adequately explained. And so this panpsychism, basically, I mean, he doesn't like to call it that. It doesn't sound like. Anyways, I've gotten way off my original subject, which is just that I can't imagine that a really advanced species wouldn't develop the knowledge to formulate the light body and send it out to do things, And at the speed of light, there's no time. So, when you were traveling, you would pretty much just teleport no matter what the distance is. And we know that there are folds in space-time. People have considered the possibility of wormholes, but it just seems to me that this immaterial, this light being kind of conception of, the Merkaba as well. Supposedly the Zulu have the term Merkaba. So there's Merkabah in Hebrew, which basically means chariot of light, and cut that out, Lee. Zulu also, what's up, fish? The Zulu also use the word to describe the same thing, which makes no sense at all, but it's true. And that's what it says in the Bible, that this being with the head of an eagle, the head of an ox, the head of a man, and the head of something else, 4 of them, of course, came floating down on this Merkabah, which is a chariot of light. So, with eyes all over. And I've seen it. My partner, every time she takes psychedelics, to turn the lights out, there's like eyeballs everywhere. And they're not like physical eyeballs. They're not, I guess visceral's the word. They're, you know what I mean? They're not solid, and they're just those weird colored tracers that you see all over everything, but they look like little eyeballs everywhere. Tool puts them all over their art, and those eyeballs, yeah, like Alex Gray, those eyeballs are all over the cherubim. Was it a cherubim? No, it's not a cherubim. I can't remember the name of the thing, but you guys know what I'm talking about. I think it's Exodus. It comes down with wheels of fire, and it has eyes all over, and the head of 4 different creatures, and it's a Merkabah. It's riding in a Merkabah. So, but the eyes all over thing, I since it's light, it's awareness. It's like pure awareness, The thing is basically, it's like a vehicle of consciousness that it's flying around, messing with archaic tribes for whatever reason. I'm not really sure what the agenda might have been there, but yeah. So, I don't know, man. Another issue with the aliens in Mexico is that they're so little, and they don't have opposable thumbs, which, if you're going to make it for 3 million years, 500,000 years, whatever, time it takes to develop the technology to go jetting around the stars, especially in a physical body. Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, I didn't hear that he made fake aliens, but I've heard that he had some kind of sketchy thing in the past. But then, and where did the DNA, they said that they had the college DNA test it, and I guess they could have used DNA tissue, like they could have made it out of organic creatures or something and like pressed it together. I don't know, man. I have no idea. But the lack of opposable thumbs bothers me, and just the stature of it and stuff. Like, if you're gonna make it for 500,000 years, 50,000 years, 5,000 years, you're gonna need to have adaptations that are conducive to survival, like thumbs, and you're gonna probably want to be strong. And I just, those things didn't really look like the product of, thousands of years of evolution. Plus, when things are highly intelligent, they're going to have a tendency to get large, Yeah, no, I didn't see any x-rays of it. I just watched enough of it to see that they were saying, like, we have a genetic profile of this thing, and there's fallopian tubes with eggs in them. And that's what people were saying you'd have a hard time faking, There's keto out there. We got a really, really crazy place this time. For some reason, it was like a special on Airbnb for $17, and it's like some super luxurious. The terrace up there is like this massive. There's a tennis court and hot tub, and it's really, really nice. super high-tech locks everywhere. Pretty sweet. Kind of scary to look over there 14 floors up. uh, yeah, so I don't know what else has happened. Anything else happened this week that is worthy of? It seems like the world just slips further and further into just a cesspool of dumb fuckery. But aside from that, you know, it's aliens. I don't know, man. The shadow ban thing is getting worse. TikTok, I have 57,000 followers and 23 million views, and I get thousands of notifications every day. And dude, don't mess with that. And I posted a video about how the United States population is brainwashed and critical thinking is gone on TikTok. And I've been getting 5 to 10 notifications a day since I posted that video. They definitely 100% shadow banned me. I mean, to drop that much all of a sudden, there's no way that it was something other than that. It's crazy, you know, and people sometimes will argue with me that, like, well, they have people that post subversive things on these platforms. They're not telling people to question everything. They're pushing some dumbass narrative, you know what I mean? They'll put up with that. You can tell people stupid shit all day and all night and mislead them and misdirect them. That doesn't matter. But, you know, don't be telling people to think critically and to question both Republican and Democrat parties and, you know, all that shit. I should have known better than to think that would be tolerated, you know? That's pretty wild, though, to see. I'm also a bit concerned, honestly, that the TikTok algorithm seems to be, you know, my shorts, because the shorts algorithm is also a different algorithm than the main YouTube algorithm. So I was good there for a minute. I was getting 50,000 views and stuff on shorts. But as soon as I posted that critical thinking video, it dropped to like 35 views. Even one of them had 326% watch time, 50% likes. So there's no way, like, if the algorithm was working for me, that would have gotten pushed out. It stopped at like 30 views or something. And there's another one right after it that had 150% watch time and like 40% likes. There's no question about it. I don't know, people have been telling me that, you know, oh yeah, well no, it's probably not that. The fuck it isn't, it definitely is, it definitely is. In fact, YouTube just finally made a statement about it and said that they're battling misinformation by hiding people that are out of line somehow. Which isn't, you know, great. They've really neutralized our ability to communicate to a large extent. I realize there are other platforms, you know, and I'd like to encourage you guys to join Minds. You can get paid crypto. I don't know if it's ever going to be worth anything. It depends on us, really, you know. This is the thing, and this is why what's it called when you cut someone's balls off? You know, you make them, that's one way of saying it. You make them like emasculated or take their power away. No, not castration. I meant something not as literal as, no, not as literal as that. Well, you know what I mean. Disempowering. No, impotent's not the word I was looking for either. Either way, we got the point. Our ability to coordinate is really our only hope. And this is the thing about crypto. No, not chastising. That's like saying you naughty boy kind of thing. The thing about crypto is that if we don't all pick one and buy that one, none of them are going to work. You know what I mean? Like, we're not going to make any new rich rebels if we're throwing our money at thousands of different tokens and everyone is selling them all every time, you know, the market farts or coughs. you know, we have to choose a crypto that we're actually going to commit to holding. You know what I mean? And everyone actually has to do it, or else it's never going to do what it's supposed to do. That's been really disappointing to watch, because I had a lot of hope, you know, that crypto would allow us to maintain our freedom and get around a lot of the constraints of the New World Order. Oh, that's what happened. The CBC, CDC, whatever it is, the central bank. You can't say no when she says time for bed, dude. You gotta go do it. You gotta go to bed now, dude. Say bye to everybody. Yeah, that. One of the people, one of the directors or something, actually, Flezick says bye-bye, Nagwal. You're gonna say goodbye to everyone? You're gonna wave? No? All right. One of them was actually talking about how they'll be able to use the digital currency to control everyone. Like, plain language, not beating around the bush, no pussyfooting about it. That shit was crazy. He's just saying, you know, like, then if people get out of line, basically social credit. But, I mean, it was as New World Order as you get, listening to this guy talk. I should have saved the link so I could put it in the description later for you guys. By the way, we still have spots open for next month, and we're running out of time. I'd really like to fill them. So get in touch with me if you would like to come here and experience some amazing stuff. Amazon really is, you know, even without the ayahuasca, it's pretty tremendous. But it's also the best place to drink ayahuasca. It's a lot better to do it here than it is in the United States. In the belly of Pachamama, or whatever, the heart. And that wasn't the only scary New World Order-y Babylon kind of shit that happened this week. Well, now Nodwall's gone. Luna, come here. Come here. Come here, Luna. Come here. Come here. Come on, jump up. Jump up. Jump up. Here, say hi to everyone. She's just such a sweet dog. Look at her.